Hi, everyone. Welcome to our podcast where we help you improve your English. I'm Emily.
And I'm Jake.
Today, we're talking about something super important, building confidence when speaking English.
This is such a great topic because so many learners struggle with fear when they try to speak English. It's natural to feel nervous, but today we'll share some tips to help overcome that fear.
Exactly. Fear can really hold us back. Have you ever felt nervous speaking another language, Jake?
Oh, absolutely. When I was learning Spanish, I remember freezing up because I was afraid of making mistakes. But one thing I learned is that mistakes are actually part of the learning process. I always say, don't be afraid to make mistakes because that's how you improve.
That's such a good point. We hesitate to speak because we're afraid of using the wrong words, but it's totally fine to express that you're not sure. For example, you could say, I'm not sure if this is the right word, and then give it your best shot. This way, you're keeping the conversation going without putting too much pressure on yourself to be perfect.
Yes, that's a great expression. It helps you keep the conversation going without feeling embarrassed. Another one I like is, can you help me find the right word for this? It invites the other person to join in and support you.
That's a good one. It's a subtle way of saying, I'm learning, and that's okay.
You know what else helps? Positive self-talk. Before speaking, you can tell yourself, I've prepared for this, or I'm doing my best.
Positive self-talk is huge. It can really change your mindset. Instead of focusing on what might go wrong, focus on what you know. You could say, I know enough to have this conversation, or I'll improve with every try.
That's right. And if you're ever in a situation where you're stuck, you can use phrases like, can you say that again, please? Or, could you speak a bit slower? These are polite ways to take control of the conversation.
Absolutely. Asking for clarification shows that you're engaged in the conversation, and it's perfectly normal. Even native speakers ask for repetition sometimes. Do you have any other tips for building confidence when speaking English?
Another key is practicing small conversations in low-pressure environments. Start with friends or language exchange partners, and try phrases like, I'd like to practice my English with you, or can we switch to English for this conversation?
That's a great idea. The more you practice, the more confident you'll feel. And you can also celebrate small wins. When you successfully order coffee or ask for directions, give yourself credit.
Totally. Acknowledging those little victories can boost your confidence over time. What would you say, Emily, to someone who's really scared of being judged for their accent or mistakes?
I'd remind them that everyone has an accent and everyone makes mistakes. English is spoken by millions of people all over the world, and nobody speaks it exactly the same. You could even say, I'm proud of my accent. It shows where I'm from.
I love that. Your accent is part of your identity, and when you embrace it, it shows confidence. Plus, most people are more impressed that you're speaking a second language than focused on your mistakes.
Right. So, to sum up, building confidence is about embracing mistakes, using helpful phrases like, I'm not sure if this is the right word, practicing regularly, and having positive self-talk.
And don't forget, asking for help is totally fine. Whether it's asking someone to slow down or to repeat something, these are all tools to keep the conversation going. By the way, I'm curious to know what tips our listeners have used to build confidence when speaking English.
You're right. I'd love to know too. Please share the tips that have helped you in the comments so they can inspire and support other learners as well. That's all for today. Keep practicing, and remember, confidence grows with time. Every conversation is a step forward. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. If you found these tips helpful, make sure to subscribe for more episodes. Keep practicing and speak English without fear. See you next time.